The wind howled across the wasteland like a starving beast, tearing at the crumbling edges of Lucas's fur-lined coat. The blizzard had come out of nowhere, rising over the jagged ice ridges like a white tsunami and swallowing everything. His snowcrawler lay buried beneath tons of drifted snow, its emergency beacon struggling to send its last ping before dying. Now he was alone. Or so he thought. Lucas gritted his teeth, one arm cradling the portable heat core close to his chest. The last warmth he had. If it died, he would die with it. He stumbled across the glacial shelf, visibility barely 10 feet. Then he saw it, half buried in snow, a mound that twitched. Something was alive out here? He approached cautiously, expecting a native beast, maybe one of the shaggy tundra grazers. But what he uncovered with his gloved hands made his heart skip. Was a dragon. Or at least something like one. 10 feet long, with sleek black and blue scales crusted in frost, and elegant wings bent at unnatural angles. Its body shivered involuntarily, long tail limp in the snow. It cracked an eye open, an eerie violet-slitted orb, and fixed on him. He hesitated. You're alive. The dragon's gaze softened, and through the roar of the storm, a pulse of something slipped into his mind. Not words exactly, but emotion, pain, cold, fear, and something that felt like pleading. Lucas dropped to his knees beside it, checking the creature's side. A jagged wound, likely from falling off a cliff, leaked thick blue blood that was quickly freezing. "You're gonna die out here," he muttered. "So am I." The wind gusted harder, stealing the last heat from his face. The heat core blinked red. 20 minutes left. He looked at the dying alien dragon, its eye half-lidded again, and made a choice that surprised even himself. Lucas unzipped his coat, pulled the core from his chest, and pressed it gently against the dragon's ribs, beneath the torn wing membrane. The creature tensed, then slowly relaxed. Its shivers lessened. He sat against its side, curling close. "You'd better not eat me when you wake up." Time blurred. He drifted in and out of sleep, thoughts sluggish. His extremities felt numb. At one point he swore he saw stars dancing across the dragon's skin. Its wounds pulsed with a faint glow. When he stirred again, the wind had quieted. The storm had passed. Pale morning light painted the snowdrifts in soft gold. And the dragon was watching him. It had shifted during the night, curled slightly around his sleeping form. The heat core was embedded between its scales, keeping them both alive. "You stayed," Lucas rasped. The dragon blinked, and this time, a whisper touched his mind clearly. "You shared your warmth. I share mine." He stiffened, unsure if he was hallucinating. The creature lifted its head slowly and nudged his chest with its snout, careful, gentle. "Cold-blooded. I was freezing. Would have died." Lucas gave a dry, bitter laugh. "We both almost did." The dragon looked toward the snowy cliffs beyond. Then back to him. "You saved me, human. You are not like others." "Others?" He remembered the rumors. The dragons of Theros 9 were called spirit beasts by the locals, hunted by poachers for their bioreactive blood and scales. Highly illegal but lucrative. Did someone hurt you before this?" he asked. The dragon lowered its head, sadness pulsing from it. "Caught. Chained. I fled. Crashed. Too high. Too cold." Lucas reached out and, to his own surprise, touched the dragon's snout. Its scales were smoother than he imagined, cold to the touch but warming quickly. "I'm sorry." A long silence passed between them, broken only by the wind's distant hush. Then the dragon moved. Slowly, with a grunt of effort, it stretched its wings, one still twisted at a bad angle. Lucas stood, stumbling slightly from stiffness. "Wait, don't fly. You're still hurt." The dragon huffed softly, amused. "Not flying. Taking you somewhere warm." "What?" Before he could argue, it crouched low, letting him see the curve of its back. Its powerful tail flicked once in the snow. "You want me to climb on? You shared your life. Let me return it." His instinct screamed against it. But the cold, creeping at his bones again, overruled hesitation. He clambered onto its back, gripping the ridge behind its neck. Okay. Please don't regret this." The dragon rose, muscles rippling beneath him. Then, with an awkward lurch and a half-beat of its damaged wings, it started walking. 4 hours they crossed the ice plains, Dragon trudging slow but steady, Lucas clinging tight. Finally, as the sun neared the horizon again, they reached a cliffside cave hidden behind a frozen waterfall. The dragon entered and lowered itself to the floor, clearly exhausted. Inside was warmer, geothermic heat rising from a crack in the floor. Crystals lined the walls, softly glowing with the same energy he'd glimpsed in the dragon's wounds. Bioreactive. Lucas sat beside it, fingers warming again. This is your den? Say, hidden. If you know. Pause. You may stay. Bill. He glanced at it, suddenly feeling something odd in his chest. Gratitude? Respect? Affection? Thanks, he murmured. I didn't catch your name. The dragon's eyes glowed faintly. Name is hard in your tongue. Call me Saren. Saren, he echoed. I'm Lucas. Lucas. The name rolled gently through his mind. Will you leave when the storm ends? He frowned. I don't know. Maybe. If I can get back to the relay station. But, he looked around the softly glowing cavern. You'll be alone again. I have been alone before. Something about the quiet way Saren said it made his chest ache. I don't want you to be alone. Saren turned her head toward him. Then stay. Share more warmth. Lucas chuckled, realizing the request was deeper than mere body heat. And maybe he wanted to stay too. He reached out, placing his hand gently against her muzzle. All right, Saren. Let's survive this frozen world together. And in the heart of the wasteland, where wind still screamed outside, a human and an alien dragon shared not just warmth, but something stronger. A fragile, growing bond that defied the ice. Ask ChatGPT.